We here in South Africa also have a history of observing unidentified aerial phenomena, or flying saucers, or UFOs, over the years. I will describe just one of these incidents to you, and would like to hear your thoughts on it. Please let me know by commenting below. According to reports, a UFO was shot down on May 7, 1989, by a Mirage fighter jet from the South African Air Force, approximately 130 kilometers from our border in the Kalahari inside Botswana. 2 extraterrestrial beings who survived the attack and crash were also captured. Apparently, the UFO was spotted by military personnel as it flew over the Indian Ocean towards Pretoria. The fighter jet was then deployed and shot down the UFO with an experimental laser weapon. Shortly after the incident, a recovery team from the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in the USA arrived and transported all parts of the UFO, as well as the 2 space beings, to America for analysis. As far as is known, there was never an official reference to this incident, and certainly no feedback from the Americans was ever disclosed. The source of this story was one James Van Greunen. He presented certain documents as proof of the truth of the incident, but after a UFO investigator, Cynthia Hind, pointed out that there were numerous spelling errors and inconsistencies in the official report, he admitted that he had fabricated certain details in the report himself. However, Van Greunen insisted that the story was true because he heard it in confidence from a pilot friend of his, one Hendrik Greef. Greef, in turn, overheard someone talking about it in the office's mess. What personally interests me is the claim that the UFO hit the ground at a high speed and caused a crater 12 meters deep and 150 meters in diameter. The sand and soil around the craft had apparently melted together due to the high temperature. The 2 spacemen were either made of steel, or the craft must have had extremely effective airbags for them to survive the impact. What do you think of this story? Based on everything I've ever read about flying saucers, I don't think that a Mirage could ever catch and shoot down a UFO. Why have I never heard of this amazing laser weapon before? It's been 30 years, Denel could surely have made big money selling it. The incident also happened in broad daylight, but I've never heard an eyewitness talk about it. It's just James Van Greunen who came forward with the tale. I do believe that unidentified flying objects exist, but my personal opinion about the shooting down of this one over the Kalahari is that it's a tall tale. Truth, or urban legend, what do you think?